This is Party Select,
a podcast where two dudes and a guy who's their friend
talk about the best thing that there is.
Video games. Today's topic,
Best Character of 2025.
I'm Shay, and my best character of 2025 goes to Atsu from Ghost of Yotei. Ghost of Tsushima was one of my favorite games ever made, and I think the weakest component of that game was Jin's characterization. He's sort of reactionary and sort of flat. Atsu is anything but that. She is extremely brash and stubborn and confident, oftentimes to her detriment, and at times she's kind of unlikable and makes choices that make me angry at her. But that's what makes her so compelling and her journey so engrossing over the course of the game. Her search for revenge turning into her search for a reason to keep living after said revenge is complete is so compelling, and the end of the game where she finds some peace even after all she's sacrificed and those around her have sacrificed really hit home, and I hope she lived happily ever after.
I'm Cody, and my best character of 2025 is Mael from Clair Obscure Expedition 33. Mael's story, though absolutely tragic, once you see it all the way through and uncover the layers of her past, is honestly one of my favorite character stories of the year. She's incredibly well written and fully fleshed out, with motivations that feel deeply real and human. And then from a gameplay perspective, she was by far my favorite character to tinker around with different builds and absolutely destroy enemies. What really settled it for me though was Jennifer English's voice work. She completely brought Mael to life, capturing every nuance of her character and made her that much more compelling. Mael's complexity as a character combined with how enjoyable she is to play in the game, all paired with the stellar voice acting behind the character, makes her a shoo-in to win the best character of 2025.
I'm Kyle, and my best character of 2025 is Dollman from Death Stranding 2. Sam spends nearly the entirety of his journey with Dollman attached to his hip. And while at first it kind of felt like Dollman was the Na'vi of Death Stranding 2, the story reveals a real depth of character for him. Towards the end of the game, you learn that Dollman was aware of Sam's condition the entire time, and it recontextualizes a lot of the conversations that he had with Sam. It puts into perspective a lot of the positive interactions and the positive effect that he had on Sam throughout the story. And that's pretty sharply contrasted with the tragedy of Dollman's origin. It would have been really easy for Dollman to be cynical or give up, but instead he's this really positive force in the game that helps propel Sam through a lot of bad things that happen to him.
Subscribe for more Game of the Year content, including our personal and collective Games of the Year. Peace out.